Welcome back to the Soul Speaks podcast, where the soul speaks his mind. No more holding back, no more holding in. My yacht wouldn't like that. I hope y'all feeling what I'm feeling. I hope y'all are taking care of yourself. I hope that y'all are giving yourselves some grace. I hope that y'all are in a reflection period where you're seeing how much you've grown, where you're seeing and knowing where you're going next. The title of this episode is called Free. And you're free. You really are. And I want you to let that sink in. Stick in, sink in. You are free. Free from the bondage that the enemy had you in. Free from the repeating cycles of generational curses. Free from the negative mental loops that you were putting yourself through. Free from dating the same person in different bodies. Free from financial debt. You are free. You are free from restricting yourself from being your best self. You are free. And this has been a journey. If you followed the last podcast and the podcast before last, we have been actively healing. We have been making sure that we are healing. We have been prioritizing that. And healing is not linear, so it's different for everybody. I know for me, I have been focusing a lot on my inner child because I am the oldest daughter. And if you know, you know. I am the oldest daughter, which means I'm a mother. And I am a mother, but I was a mother before I became one, right? So I never really got a chance to be a child and enjoy that, you know? But I'm free. I feel free where I don't have to feel like I have to do everything for everyone. You know, that's just my example. You know, being a recovering people pleaser, I feel like I had to do everything for everyone. This is the way I'm supposed to do it because this is how it's supposed to be done because this orderly, you know? Oh, let me do this for you because I know how to do it and this, and oh, you need help? Sure, no problem. And that was restricting. So now that I have unclenched my fist, shout out to, what was that, episode 11? I think it was 11. Maybe it was 12. It was 12. Episode 12. Episode 12, Grief's Clenched Fist. But now that I have unclenched my fist and I'm ready to receive what I deserve and what God wants to give to me, I feel free now. And, you know, I go back and forth with this because one, I am a recovering people pleaser, right? So I have to kind of observe the relationships where I feel that was used to me being a people pleaser and used to me being a giver. And once I take my energy back and step back and not help as much, what happens to that relationship, right? And so now I feel like there is a lot of relationships, personal, work relationships where they have been like falling off to the wayside, which has been, you know, sad to an extent, but also freeing. I'm not going to say I don't miss these people. I'm not going to say I don't want to reach out to these people. And I'm not going to say that I don't value their friendship. Some of them I don't. Some of them I don't care about the connection. I don't care. Because it was only beneficial to them and only detrimental to me. So it wasn't reciprocal, right? But there's some people where it's just like, okay, I feel a little restricted. I feel a little dimmed. So allow me to shine. I have to allow myself to shine. I have to allow myself to be free. I don't have to just step. Wow, and that horn. See? Confirmation. But see, and the sirens. Well, okay. Well, Archangel Michael's here. And he has been coming up lately too, Archangel Michael. So I feel like, actually, I know. The work that you have been doing recently has been putting you in a position to feel free. Once you start stepping into freedom and feeling the freedom, you will see the freedom. And so, with that being said, how do you feel? Now that you know that you have released yourself from certain mindsets, released yourself from certain habits, released yourself from certain people, energies, environments, how do you feel? Because I know I feel free. The channeled song is Free by Denice Williams, and we've all heard that song, especially if you are up there in age, like me, okay? But you've heard that song. And it is a romantic song, which is interesting because when I first got this download, I was thinking about how she was like, and I just want to be me. Da 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 da. Right? And I'm not gonna sing because, baby, I didn't practice to sing on here, but I can bust down though. I can. But anyway, so initially I was just thinking about that. Like, I just want to be me. I just want to be me. I just want to be free, right? And I'm hearing it. And I'm just like, yes. Like, I want to be me. Whatever that is. Because with all of the projections and all of that stuff, all of the things that I thought I had to do, the roles that I thought I had to play, the roles that people put me in, the projections that people put on me, you know what I mean? That wasn't me. And I had to behave as if, like, I had to be a character, right? Like, okay, for instance, I used to do musical theater, right? And so you have to play a character. And there is a script, and there is a way that certain people want you to act and how they want you to speak, right? And that's not authentic. That's not you. That's not me. And we were living in that character for a long time, but guess what? We got tired of it. We realized it's not authentic to ourselves, to our soul, to our aura, right? And so, as we've been stripping off the characters and the layers of these characters and the mindsets of these characters and even the energies of these characters, we're realizing, shit, I'm awesome. Me, personally. Without doing all the extra. Without trying to people please. Without trying to be, this perfect person. Because I deal with that too. I deal with perfectionism. Right? So it's not just about like, I don't know. It's something like, even when it comes to boundaries, it's so freeing. As a recovering people pleaser, and I deal with this every day. That's why I'm recovering. Okay? Every day I am dealing with, oh, you should have set your boundary there. You should have repeated your boundary there. Oh, you should have walked away here. Oh, when you said, hey, I gotta go, you should have hung up the phone instead of staying for an extra 20 minutes. Things like that. Oh, just valuing myself, right? Having boundaries that protect myself, but also protect you from projections of others, right? Like, obviously, there's only so much we can do. You need to know yourself. And I think this is why, we're getting there. This is it. This is it. We are finally free enough to get to know ourselves and love ourselves and cherish ourselves and nurture ourselves and water ourselves and continue to grow. This is it. We are now free. We are not bound. Let me go to one of my my affirmations that I say every morning, because it talks about this. And there's a few of them, I think, a few of my affirmations that okay, here's one. I come out of the agreement with the enemy to keep me bound to a lower version of myself. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. I am the healer that became a divine weapon. I have strong divine boundaries. I reclaim every gift I've hidden. I have learned how and when to say no when it doesn't align with my higher self. I am unrecognizable to anyone who didn't value me. Wow. Like, doesn't that feel better? I don't have to earn happiness. I have developed a divine discernment in all areas of my life. When you start speaking like this, when you start speaking freedom over your life, you will see the freedom. When you speak love, because honestly, when we were bound and restricted, how can we love ourselves? We over here feeling sorry for ourselves, the fact that we're bound, thinking we deserve to be bound, stuck here, in despair, depressed. I deserve to be depressed. I deserve this because, well, clearly I'm not good enough because, Throw that mindset in the trash. You gonna have to. Because the things that God is bringing in, lovers, and I mean soul lovers, like, this is gonna be your last relationship. Money, multiple businesses, multiple colleagues, different spaces and environments, traveling, things like that. Do you think you're gonna be able to receive that if you're not freeing yourself every day? And I'm not trying to get on you. I'm definitely getting on myself right now. You know what I mean? I'm definitely talking to myself right now too. But there's a new beginning, and you're in it right now. So you have to start thinking about your freedom, what that looks like to you. Does that look like working a 12-hour shift? Does that look like doing yoga on the beach? Does that look like, what does that look like to you? What does freedom look like to you? Freedom to me is making sure that I have dedicated days to where I'm doing self-care. Dedicated days, that's freedom. Because if I don't do it, I'm not grounding myself, right? So I make sure that I free myself. Because I get caught up. I'm a mother. You know, I'm a mother. I'm a daughter. I am a massage therapist. I am a doula. I do a podcast. I make videos. I write. I do a lot of things. And so I have to make sure that I am creating freedom in all of those lanes. You cannot restrict yourself at this point. God is literally saying there is no reason to restrict yourself. You have no blockages. If you have been doing the work, you have no blockages, and you have been doing the work because you are here listening to this. There are no blockages. You are free to explore. You are free to plant that seed. You are free to walk down that path. You are free to. You are free to investigate this path, this new beginning. It is safe for you to love yourself. That's freeing. You can love yourself. I don't know who needs to hear that. I know I do. Because I dealing with the perfectionism and all that, I'll be like, oh, well, I can't. I mean, once you get yourself together, then you can really love yourself together. Like, you can really love yourself thoroughly. That's not how that works. That sounds dumb. You need to love yourself when your hair look fucked up. You need to love yourself when your eyelashes are on. You need to love yourself when your toes, your heels are cracking. You need to love yourself when you ain't got no gas in your car. You need to love yourself at all points. You have to feel renewed. This is a renewing energy. This is a, hey, you know you're free, right? Hey, you know, oh, what just came to mind? And this has been coming to mind too for a couple days. I'm so glad this was brought back to me. Thank you, Spirit. It's like the caged bird. So that caged bird has been like, oh, I can't wait to get out. I can't wait to get out and fly. I can't wait to get out and fly. I can't wait to get out and fly. It's going to be so much fun when I fly. Oh, I'm going to do this when I fly. And then I'm going to go here when I fly. And I'm going to do this. I can't wait to see the world. And then they don't even notice when the gate is open. So they're still there like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get out of here. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see the world. And the door's open. And then there's some of us who know the door is open because we were told the door is open because we saw the door opening. And we're just looking at it like, am I ready? Am I ready? No, I'm not ready. I need to stay here. No, I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. I need to stay here. No. I need to do this and this and this before I just go out in the world. No. I need to. You don't need to do nothing. That cage is small. It ain't nothing in there but some paper for you to boo-boo on. That's it. Just for you to sit in your misery. That door is open. It is safe for you to go and fly and shine. It is safe for you to transcend. It's safe for you to ascend. It is safe for you to actually be innocent for a while. Like innocent, like a new babe, learning how to walk again. It's safe for you to actually look at the world like a child. And yes, we are adults. So we know the horrors and the evil in this world. But God wants us to free our minds from that. Because we have been protected. We actually have been through the worst. Okay? So God is not looking to put us in that anymore. We have roles above that. We have roles through the ashes. We are now the phoenix. We have rebirthed ourselves. God has helped us. God has helped us, push us, nudged us, and encouraged us to do so. And once you acknowledge certain relationships and connections and habits and energies and environments that don't belong, nowhere near your auric field, nowhere near your goals or what you're trying to do, or what God has told you to do and called you to do, don't you feel free? I'm not gonna lie. I can't lie to y'all. I didn't cut off family members. And I see them every day. And they don't exist to me. I am not in the position to teach people repeatedly how to love and respect me. It should be a given. People like me and people like you who pay attention to people, what they need, what they value, their emotions and their triggers and stuff. You're a valuable person because you care about others deeply. You have empathy. You have compassion. You actually have a heart that's not full of soot. Okay? And they tried to dim your heart with soot. They tried to just put shit all over you. And guess what? And this is why I have this tatted on me right now. You are a lotus flower. Lotus flowers rise through the mud. Okay? And they're the prettiest things ever. If you've never seen a lotus flower, look it up. This is why it's tatted on me. Because, baby, I have grown through the mud. Okay? I've gone through so many dark nights of the soul, so many soul awakenings, so many heart chakra awakenings, so many root chakra awakenings. And right now, there's another heart chakra awakening happening. So do you think that with everything God has in store for us when it comes to money, experiences, environments, and love, like actual soulmates and like real like soulmates and shit? Like I've been having dreams. Like I can't even get on YouTube without seeing, and not like these love readings that are like, you know, not them. You'll know it when you see it. Talking about, ew, you're about to fall in love. Ew, like it's about to be one of them corny loves. What you mean? But it's also corny within myself. I be walking around here shaking my hips and looking in the mirror and being goofy and loving on myself. Being corny with myself. You have the freedom to do that. I hope this is making sense because, like, you know, this message, it goes into a lot of different areas. And I tried to like narrow it down, but honestly, this is not something, take it how it resonates. You got to take it how it resonates. For real. Because it's going to hit in one area and not in the next. And if it doesn't hit in one, you probably have to do more healing, or you probably have to look more deeper inside, you know? But this energy of freedom, like the first house is significant. The first house is significant. Whatever is in your first house, dive into that. Dive into it and embody that starting now. If you have a Scorpio placement, dive into that. If you don't, embody that energy. Leo energy is significant. Shining, being bright, yellow, green is significant. Butterflies are significant. Just understanding that you really are free. Like me, okay, even now, it's springtime, right? But it's still kind of cold. But I've been looking at the trees and they have the freedom to start budding now. I'm seeing green leaves on the trees now. Me and my baby, we were looking at the dandelions growing from the grass. They have the freedom to grow now. Why? Because it's not no snow and ice on the ground stopping them. There's nothing stopping them. There's no resistance. Do you see this? Do you hear what I'm saying to you? There is no resistance. You have the freedom to be a child again, to love life again, to be gentle with yourself, to be tender with yourself. You have the freedom to do something different. You have the freedom to enjoy this cycle of life. We don't have to stress about it. Because we've learned all the things, not all the things, but we've learned the things to now experience things. We have been activated. We have the freedom now to activate different parts of ourselves that have been dimmed, darkened, or even hidden, suppressed. We have the freedom to grow. We have the freedom to bud. Expect good things to happen. It's about to happen. I just heard, let go of your control issues. It's not helping you. That's a restriction. And that's an inner restriction. That's not an outer restriction. That's an inner one. Let go of that. And hey, as a person who is also a recovering perfectionist, that's for me too. You have the freedom to actually cut off certain relationships and friendships and connections. You have the freedom to quit that job. You have the freedom to, take a pause. You have a freedom to start. You have you have the freedom. You have the authority. God is like, go ahead. This is such a refreshing energy because there was one point where we were very indecisive about what we wanted. Thinking we Stockholm syndrome a little bit. Like, can we live without this person, this environment, this energy? Will I ever get out of my depression? Will I ever feel happy? Will I ever feel satisfied? Will I ever get out of debt? Will I ever find the love of my life? Will the love of my life find me? Will I ever be balanced? Am I ever going to heal from this illness? There's a lot of questions that we have been asking God and asking ourselves and just, contemplating on, and then being like, no, I guess it's going to be forever. I guess I'll never find the love of my life. I guess I'll never get out of debt. I guess I'll just be broke forever. I guess I'll never get out of this job. God is asking you to free yourself from that mindset. There is no reason why you should feel that you have to say so. Ooh, the sun card is here. Thank you. And then in this card, because I'm using a African tarot deck. In this card, in the sun card, there is a couple, and they're hugging, and she's pregnant. Okay. So hey, some of y'all might be in a relationship right now, and you're worried about getting pregnant. Or worried about children or whatever. You're not sure if you're ready. Let God handle that. Let God handle that. Because trust me, if God wants to bring a divine being into this world, he's going to do it. Okay, I know that for a fact. It's been 6 years for me. And I love that God brought my son here. Okay, I love that. Me and God work together to bring my son here. Okay. So and the 10 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. Okay. And Judgment in reverse. I love this. Oh my God. And the 10 of Cups. Wow. And see, I was channeling see, this is the thing. I channel, and then I'll be sitting on my channels for a long time, and God be having to get on me like, if you don't free yourself, literally, like he'd be like, if you don't free that download out your mind, because you're just going to be sitting on it. And then you're trying to figure out, like, you're trying to continue to, like, reflect on the download. But you can only do so much reflecting. You do got to get out there. We hear this all the time. There's only so much healing you can do in your house by yourself. You do got to go out and show how you healed by interacting with people and energies and environments. You have to show your work. Wow. The Page of Wands and the Moon. Yeah, there's some things that's coming that we're not even going to expect. And that's the whole part of a new beginning. You're not going to know which step to make. You just know it's a new beginning, and you're just supposed to start walking. Period. That's it. You're just supposed to investigate. You're just supposed to transcend. You're just supposed to go with that flow. Yeah, we're not in a situation where we are, in FOMO. We're free from that. If we want to travel, we're going to start planning to travel. We're going to start manifesting traveling. We're going to start thinking about, I love being on the beach right now. This is so fun. I love that I was able to spend 2 weeks on the beach. And start envisioning that. You have the freedom to do so. You have the freedom to actually open your mind and manifest what you want. You have the freedom to sit there and be like, I'm enjoying these steak tacos in Miami Beach. Hello? Whatever your manifestation, whatever it is. Because I already pictured myself accelerating and being on that elevated status that I want to be at. Shout out to Capricorn energy. Capricorn is here too. Wow. There's a sense that you are safe. High Priestess, the Hierophant, and the Hermit. You have taken a lot of time to be in your solitude. You have strengthened your intuition. You have listened. You have literally been obeying God's instructions. So why wouldn't he give you free reign? Why wouldn't he give you free reign when he's seen the abuse that you went through? Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And then you came out of that and you freed yourself out and you said, that isn't completely my story. Why wouldn't he want to give you free reign? Why wouldn't he want to give you gifts? Why wouldn't he want to give you a soulmate? I was just watching a video last night. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. I was just watching a video last night. It's Natija on YouTube. Well, she's everywhere, but Natija. And she was talking about how, she said, if you are on this journey to find your soul's purpose, why wouldn't you find a soulmate? And baby, because she was talking about the twin flame journey and how, that's a conflicting energy, and I will not talk about it because I think I already talked about it in like season 1. I think I talked about it, like my twin flame journey. I'm not sure. I think I did. But like, why wouldn't you find a soulmate? If you are aligning to your soul's purpose, if you are aligning with your higher self every single day, why wouldn't you find your soul's partner? Like, so that's why we have to change the way that we are thinking about things. Because you think that I'm going to let my almost, like my 13-year relationship that I had with my ex-husband, do you think that I'm going to let that stop me from finding a real man? My real divine sacred masculine? Are you serious? I met that young man when I was 15 years old. Okay? So that was a child. He had growing up to do. I had growing up to do. So do you think that that's going to stop? I am 30 years old. There are sacred divine masculines out here who are ready for a wife and are making it known and are doing the healing to receive their wife thoroughly, but to thoroughly and divinely and discernedly look for their wife, find their wife, receive their wife, understand their wife, understand their wife, communicate with their wife. There are men out here that already have their careers down packed, money saved, homes, they have that, cars, they have that, debt, they don't have that. Why would I restrict myself? And this is just me, but it can relate to you. Why would I restrict myself and say I will never find a man that will love me because what? That's dumb. Same with jobs. Oh, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I want to create my own schedule. Boom. You find you a place where you can create your own schedule. Where it's not 9 to 5, but maybe it's 8 to 3. Maybe it's 8 to 2. Maybe it's 9 to 1. Maybe it's 2 to 5. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. But we have the freedom to manifest at this point. There's no conflicts. There's no conflicts. We have already walked away from environments and mindsets that don't benefit us, that don't go anywhere. So, and I just got to be me, yeah. And I hope that don't sound bad. I know that's probably gonna sound crazy. But yes. Oh, I want to pull one more from this oracle deck, the Black Moon Lilith Cosmic Alchemy Oracle. I want to pull this and see what's going on. And this will be my last. This will be my last card. This will be the last thing that I talk about, because honestly, you already know this. You can feel it. You can feel it. You have been getting signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Don't play. Don't play around. You already know what you need to do to be better. You already know what you need to cut to feel free. You already know how to think to feel free. And it actually starts with cutting things. If you release some things, cut some things out your life, that's how you feel better. Because you actually feel lighter. You can't think about doing coagulation, soul ascension, 38, which is the number 11, which is the number 2, which is balancing, connection, balance. Okay. Love that. I love this. Yeah, we have been ascending. Black Moon, Lilith, and Aries lead your life. Yeah, there was a point, and we're still in Aries season. There was a point in your life where you were not leading it, and we talked about that. Allowing the projections and all of this stuff to actually rule our world as if they were God. And I had to repent. I had to be like, God, I repent. I actually apologize for allowing other people to dictate my world as if me and you aren't creating it together. These people have no say-so. They barely have a relationship with you. So why would I listen to them? So I apologize. And maybe you need to do that so that you can feel a little bit better. So that you don't have guilt on your shoulders. So you don't have yes, liberate your truth. And this is Lilith in Gemini. And that's my Lilith in Gemini. And so I've been getting this card pretty much every day. Liberate your truth, liberate your truth. And I'm trying to figure out and I keep trying to mentally figure it out. What do you mean? Liberate your truth, free your truth. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? And then I'm when I'm doing these readings and I'm talking to you, God, I'm releasing my truth. I'm liberating my truth. I'm freeing my truth. I'm telling you what I want, what I don't want, who I don't want in my life anymore. In what areas I want to heal. In what areas do I want to strengthen? In what areas do I want to be more disciplined? And that's helping me ascend. At the bottom of the deck is Cibation. Purify, cleanse, and release. And that helps, right? Journal, write it down. But write a letter about who you're releasing, what you're releasing, habits you're releasing. Burn that shit. Purify. Let it cleanse. Let it cleanse you. Sage is good right now. Frankincense is good. And Palo Santo is good. Even if it's just an incense, you don't have to go and get the actual, the wood sticks and stuff. Get incense. Get a candle that's sage or frankincense or something. Honor your emotions. How do you feel? Lilith in Cancer. And Mars is in Cancer right now, but it's direct. So there's a lot going on with water, air, and fire. You got to release all that water, air, and fire so that you could be grounded. When I tell y'all, this is I feel like how I felt when I first when I first like started receiving the manifestations that I was working on after my separation. So as soon as I left, like there was as soon as I left out of that door and didn't look back, manifestations started dropping in my hands. Because I released that part of me that wanted to stay stuck to something that was not healthy, that was not beneficial to me. Mercury. See, that's what I'm saying. Mercury. Speak your truth, even if it's to yourself. A lot of us, I don't know. A lot of us, it's two ways. Two ways that I'm seeing it. There is people who tell the truth to other people and they lie to themselves, or they lie to other people and tell the truth to themselves. And I know that sounds backwards, but like, that's what I'm seeing. And so both of those two people needed to get it together. Speak the truth, whether it's to others, like, hey, I'm not feeling this relationship. Hey, these are my boundaries. Or you speak to yourself and you say, hey, you need to do better with that. Hey, these are your boundaries. You can't do this. Go on a fast. Do this, do that. You know, progressions, journey. I love this. And then the 6th house is here, 44, which is 8, which is Scorpio energy. Once again, rebirth, renew, Scorpio energy once again. Man, look, I am so proud of y'all. Let me just be the one to say I am proud of you guys for freeing yourselves from the things that had you bound. Period. Alcohol, weed, sex, whatever it is. Mindsets. Oh, I would never be able. Oh, I would never. Oh, I'm ugly. All of those mindsets. I'm glad you freed yourself from them. I'm happy for you that you can experience a life without restrictions. I'm so happy. And I'm so happy also that because you are doing the work to free yourself and to actually liberate yourself, that you, and all parts of you are now free. You are free to lead your life. You are free to allow your soul to ascend. You are free to allow your soul to have some fun. You are free to have some fun. You are free for that break. You are free to take a day off. You are free to spoil yourself. You are free to feel safe in your own energy. You are free to not reconnect with anyone you don't want to reconnect with, or tolerate anything you don't want to tolerate. You are free to. This is now time for you to respect you, love you, cherish you, water you. Free. We are free. Look, the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups, when I split the deck, the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Swords again in reverse. You are not double-minded. You know exactly what you want. And this 3 of Cups right here is telling me what I told y'all in the last podcast. Celebrate y'all wins. Celebrate the fact that you are freeing yourself right now. This is what I mean. Ooh, the 8 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles. And the Star. And the Chariot. Oh, see? What's coming up next? What's coming up next? I need a different deck. Oh my gosh. Rapture. Sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, pleasure. Wow. That's what's coming next. Sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, and pleasure. But look, at the bottom of the deck, the Great Mother. Surrender to the mystery. Surrender to the mystery. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. And I love this because even the song Free by Denice Williams is such a soft, feminine song. So the divine feminine energy is being highlighted and healed in this moment. This is exactly why you need to free yourself. Oh my goodness, sacred masculine, honor, protection, support. Oh my God, there is a lover coming in, y'all. I gotta go. Because every time I'm not gonna lie. Every time I hear about like a romantic love, I'll be like, oh my God, like, am I ready for that? Am I ready for that? You know, like as much as that, like I love a good corny moment. I love a good romantic moment. But oh my God, am I ready for that? Because I be just trying to, keep an open mind. Okay, Lord. All right, that's enough. All right, y'all. This could be the one. See, and this is why I got to stop. Like when I say I'm about to leave the podcast and then I start shuffling the cards and then like, you know, I'm still channeling like, past life relationship, you have known each other before. What the hell? Okay, give me one more and then I'm out of here. One more and then I'm gone. Generosity. And then what else? And that's a tree. Family. New beginnings. And energy. Fire spirit. Whoa. I think, well, what I'm feeling, whoever this soulmate is, they have a big loving family, like a big loving family. Like it'll be safe. Like they're gonna embrace you. Like it's gonna be a sanctuary. Like it's so pure. Their love is so pure, and their acceptance is so pure. Like you'll be like, whoa, like there are families out here like this that actually like love each other and like support each other and stuff. Whoa. All right, y'all. Continue to free yourselves from whatever it may be. Continue to free yourselves because y'all have beauty coming in so fast. Love coming in. Financial stability coming in. Healing. Continuous healing coming in, y'all. Whoa. I'm so happy for this message and I can't wait to like continue to see what God has in store for us, y'all. Like, this is such an amazing experience. This is like such an amazing experience. Like, I'm kind of speechless. Just a little bit. And I think that's how we're going to be. Like, once we actually free ourselves from, like, all these things, like, insecurities and flaws, and, like, once we release ourselves from that, like, you know, the romance, the devotion, love, ecstasy, pleasure. Whoa, embracing change, cycles of life, transition, growth, ancient power, expression, activation, potential, promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. You heard the cards. Keep going. I love y'all. Y'all, stay focused. We got soulmates to meet. We got money to make. We got lives to change, okay? A new story. You decide. Alignment. It's coming together. Wow. Okay, I'm done with these cards because this thing will be a whole hour if I keep going. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Continue to free yourselves so that y'all can be open for what's to come. Bye.